Hello, my dear students. Welcome you all to the botany classes. Hope you are all safe at your home and you are doing at your studies well. In the previous class, we came to know about the types of inflorescence, and also we have discussed the subtypes of racemose inflorescence. In today's class, we shall see about what is Cymose inflorescence and the types of Cymose inflorescence. Here, Cymose inflorescence is also called definite inflorescence. Hope you remember from previous class, racemose inflorescence was called indefinite because the shoot tip used to grow indefinitely without any stoppage. But Cymose inflorescence is called definite inflorescence just because its peduncle has limited growth. You can see in the diagram, the peduncle will be terminating in a flower. The peduncle terminates in a flower, right? And this is because the apical bud of the peduncle is converted into flower. Means apical bud becomes a flower. So there is no further growth of the apical bud. If it is not a flower, the apical bud is to continue to grow. But here, in case of Cymose inflorescence, the apical bud will stop the growth by production of a flower. And here, below this apical bud, one or more lateral branches may develop. You can see the diagram. This is the flower, and below this, two branches have developed. Those two branches will develop into two new flowers. Okay. So again these branches terminate in a flower. So one branch, one flower. Next branch, next flower. Here one branch, one flower. Two branches, two flowers. Like that, every branch terminates in a flower. But the new branch will be developed below the old flower. Look at the third point. The flowers are thus arranged in a basipetal succession on the peduncle. In racemose it was acropetal, but in Cymose it is basipetal. That is, the first formed and oldest flower is terminal. First formed and oldest flower is terminal in position, while the flowers produced later, the younger flowers, are lower. So first formed flower, older new flowers, first formed flower, new flowers. Like that, the young flower will be at the base. Means young flower will be formed by the further growth of the small axillary bud or a small branch, right? Look at the fourth point. The order of the opening of the flower is centrifugal. In case of racemose, it was centripetal. Here it is a centrifugal. That is, a central or terminal flower is the oldest and opens first, while the peripheral flowers are younger and they open later. So old flower opens first, new flowers open later. Old flower open first, new flowers open later. Right. For example, you can see the Cymose inflorescence in case of jasmine, in case of clerodendron, etc. In hibiscus also we see the Cymose inflorescence. The branch ends in a flower, right? So coming to the types of the Cymose inflorescence, we have three main types. One is a uniparous cyme, second one is a biparous cyme, third one is a multiparous cyme. Uniparous, biparous, multiparous. Uniparous means one branch below one flower. Okay. So one flower, under that flower one branch will be produced. Biparous, two branches are produced below one flower. Multiparous, one more than two branches will be produced below each flower. You can see in the diagram. First, uniparous. You can see one flower, one branch. One flower, one branch. One flower, one branch. One flower, one branch. Like that, below each flower one branch will be produced. Means the axillary bud develops into another branch, that branch will be terminated in a flower. Okay. Here in Uniparous cyme there are two subtypes, one is a helicoid, other one is a scorpioid. In case of helicoid cyme, the branching will be only on one side, either towards the right side or towards the left side. Okay. So, one left side branch, one flower, next left side branch, next flower, next left side branch, next flower. Like that the branching will be only on one side, that is what we call helicoid cyme. But in case of scorpioid cyme, the Uniparous scorpioid, one branch towards right side, next branch towards left side, next branch towards left side. Like that the branching will be on alternative sides, left right, left right. Okay, you can see here also. So, one flower, the right side branch, left side branch, right side branch, left side branch. Like that the branching will be on alternative sides, left or right. Hence it is a scorpioid cyme. Okay, Uniparous helicoid and Uniparous scorpioid. This is about Uniparous. Coming to Biparous, this is the oldest flower. Below this flower there are two branches, one branch, two branch. This branch has this flower, this branch has this flower. Again you can see here, this flower has two sub branches, this flower has two sub branches. That is what we call a biparous cyme. Means under one flower, under one old flower, two branches will be produced. Okay, that is what we call a biparous cyme. Okay, the last type of cymose is multiparous. See, this is the oldest flower. Below this flower, four branches are produced. Four small branches are produced. So, these four branches will form four different flowers. Four branches will form four different flowers. Again you can see this old flower has produced four different flowers under this. Like that under each flower more than two branches will be produced. Means more than two axillary buds will develop into four branches. Those four branches will produce four flowers. Like that the cymose types conclude by Uniparous means one flower with one branch below, biparous one flower with two branches below, multiparous with more than two branches below. Like that these are the three types of cymose inflorescence. So, till now we came to know about racemose and cymose. There is one more, few more special types of inflorescence we shall see in the next slide. So, you can see in the diagram there are some three special types of inflorescence. One is verticellaster, second one is a cyathium, third one is a Panthodium. Usually the flower has a pedicel, means stack. The flower has a pedicel or a stack. But in case of Ocimum tulsi, salvia belonging to the family Lamiaceae, many sessile flowers means flowers without stack, flowers without pedicel originate at the nodal regions. You can see the leaves, means there is a node, at this nodal region many flowers originate, many cluster. Verticellaster means verticell means a group of flowers originating at the same point. That too, they are the sessile flowers. Such inflorescence is called verticellaster, which is observed in the members of the family Lamiaceae. Right. Then second type is cyathium. In this case, the male and female flowers are morphologically different. Flowers are unisexual and both are morphologically different, and both male and female flowers are covered by the thalamus, covered by cup like structure. You can see in the diagram the cup like structure, that is what we call a receptacle. Cup shaped involucre. Involucre is made up of a bract. Okay. So, this involucre covers female flowers as well as male flowers. You can see all these small flowers, these are the male flowers, means having only calyx, corolla and androecium. But from those male flowers a long pedicel arises, and at the end of this long pedicel there is a single female flower. There is a single female flower which contains pistil or gynoecium. Okay. So, from a group of male flowers one female flower arises. Such inflorescence is called cyathium, which is observed in the family Euphorbiaceae. Right. Lastly, the last type of inflorescence is a Panthodium, usually observed in a ficus plant, banyan plant, fig, golar, etc. Here the thalamus becomes cup like structure. Thalamus is developed and it will cover many flowers. You can see the small flowers inside. You can see the small flowers inside. The small flower inside, they are of two types. One which is towards the neck, they are male flowers. You can see the enlarged part, male flower having androecium, and the flowers which are present towards the base of this involucre, they are the female flowers. You can see morphologically. Okay, there is a special mechanism of pollination we will learn in some other classes. Right. These are the three special types of inflorescence. Right. So, guys, we shall recall once. Inflorescence is a group of flowers or cluster of flowers. Group of flowers or a cluster of flowers. Just to attract the insects, many flowers are grouped into a cluster, a group, a inflorescence. Right. We have two basic types, racemose and cymose. In case of racemose, the apical bud will continue to grow and the flowers are produced on lateral sides at different nodes. But in case of cymose inflorescence, the apical bud becomes a flower, means the growth will be stopped by producing the flowers. And we also came to know about types of racemose inflorescences and types of cymose inflorescence. With these three special types of inflorescence, Verticillastre, cyathium and Panthodium. Right. This is enough for today's video. We shall see the detailed part in the next video. Till that, keep learning. Bye bye.